3, and we want to present our presentation about quotation and order. Before entering our presentation, let me introduce our group members. So there is me, Steve Christian Pranata, and there is Christina, there is Muhammad Paldan, Antonius William, Ivenia Christina, and there is Mr. Roy. So for the first topic, we were gonna explain about
Quotation. Quotation is an order document that contains product description and prices. In the business world, a quotation is a document that is often encountered when buying and selling transactions occur. Its function is to provide consumers with information about the product description and price before they buy the item. Quotation. Whose party requests quotation letter? The party who is requesting a quotation letter is a consumer. Why? Because when a consumer wants to buy something, of course they want to know in advance the detailed price of the item they're going to buy. This is the main reason why quotation letter is requested. What consumer will do before they request a quotation? What consumer will do before they request for quotation is like this. First, they will list what kind of item they will buy. Second, they will list the number of items they will buy that they need. Third, they will determine when they want their goods arrive or deliver. Four, for the last is an option, client will can requesting a specific terms of their transaction in their writing. What will seller give when consumer requests for a quotation? First, price. The first and foremost thing is they will give list of prices of each product their customers request. Second is quotation validity period. This is done so that consumers know how much time they have to consider the quotation from the seller. Third, seller company information. They will give their detailed professional information such as name, address, email, company number, business registration number. Fourth, consumers information such as name, address, email, company number. Fifth, payment term. Seller will tell consumer their payment term, such as whether it's paid upfront, whether it requires deposit, or it is paid at the end. Let's take a closer look at the key roles of RFQs play. First, gathering competitive bids. RFQs allows buyers to gather competitive bids from bidders by inviting various vendors to submit their proposal. Buyer can compare and evaluate different options. The competitive environment encourages suppliers to provide the best prices, leading to cost saving and improved value for the buyer. And the second is promoting transparency. RFQs promote transparency through buyers' requirements and expectations. Detailed specification, quantities, and delivery timelines ensure suppliers understand the business needs. Transparency here helps suppliers submit accurate and relevant quotation, reducing the chance of misunderstanding. Third is facilitating supplier evaluation. The RFQ process enables buyers to evaluate suppliers based on pricing, quality, delivery capabilities, and value-added services. It allows buyers to make a comprehensive assessment of each supplier's offering. The evaluation process helps identify the most suitable supplier to meet the buyer's requirements effectively. Fourth is supporting negotiations. RFQs serve as a starting point for negotiations with suppliers. Once the quotation are received, buyers can engage in discussion to revise the terms and conditions and explore potential discounts and favorable terms. The negotiation stage allows buyers to fine-tune the procurement agreement and achieve a mutually beneficial outcome. Fifth, driving efficiency. Buyer can save time by collecting and analyzing quotation in standardized RFQ templates. The uniformity simplifies the comparison process and enables quicker decision making. Moreover, RFQs help establish a structured workflow. It ensures all necessary information gets evaluated systematically. Six is ensuring compliance. RFQs plays a vital role in ensuring compliance with company policies. Buyers can ensure suppliers meet specific standards and legal obligations through clearly defined requirements and selection process. It helps mitigate risk and ensure the procured goods or services meet the desired quality and compliance standards.
Now I'm gonna explain to you guys about the differences between purchase order and purchase quotation. So purchase quotation and purchase order work more or less the same. The differences is who issues the financial documents. If a document is issued by a customer, it is called a purchase order or better known as a PO. Meanwhile, if it issued by a company, it is called a purchase quotation. The function of these two documents is a proof of the commitment of each party. If in the future, one of the parties, either the seller or the buyer, makes changes even though the goods have been delivered or will soon be received, so purchasing quotation and purchase order document can be evidence.
The quotation is given or received in the form of the document that contains a set of the information about the product and services that the seller wants to offer. So in the quotations, there's a company name, client name, addressing from both companies, name of the products, price per unit, total price of the product, expiration date, payment terms and conditions, and also signature from both company for approving the quotations. The price list. Price list is a fixed price that cannot be offered once the quotation is accepted by the customer. So this will usually detail how the cost should be displayed so that goods are gonna be easier to compare. You may be asked to provide first a breakdown of component costs at each company, weekly or monthly, and the second is staff time and cost. The third is management time and cost. The fourth is administration time and cost, and the fifth is estimates of reimbursable expenses. Thank you.
Procedure of purchase order. Supplier approved PO. If any details are incorrect or unacceptable, the supplier may request change. The supplier then approves the amended PO if necessary, usually via email or using an procurement platform. Buyer records and archive PO, waiting for delivery. Once a product has been delivered or a service has been performed, the organization reviews the purchase to the whether it meets acceptable standard. Goods are signed on the goods receipt note. Services are usually also signed when services have been satisfactorily provided. Approval and payment. After the invoice is received, it is matched with the PO, provided everything is correct. The invoice is paid according to the agreed payment terms.
And next, procedure of purchase order. Purchase order is a commercial source document that is issued by a business purchasing department when placing an order with its vendors or suppliers. The document indicates the details on the items that are to be purchased, such as the type of goods, quantity, and price. In simple terms, it is the contract drafted by the buyer when purchasing goods from the sellers. Make a purchase request list. The requesting party searches document to obtain permission so that the purchase can proceed. It can be changed or added before approval is received or even even cancel. Once the PR is approved, a PO can be chartered once price, delivery, terms, and conditions have been agreed. For larger purchase, organization typically issues requests for proposal to their preferred suppliers. Before an order can be issued, a certain level of financial authority is required to sign off on the purchase. The PO is usually then issued electronically to the select suppliers.
Hi guys, my name is Nislo Paat and I will explain the example of the quotation. The quotation is given or reserved in the form of a document that contains a set of information about the products or service to be offered. Among them, first is company name, second is client name, third is address of both company, fourth, name of the product or service being offered, 5. Quantity of the product or serving being offered. 6. Price per unit of the product or serving being offered. 7. Total price of the product or serving being offered. 8. Expiration date of the quotation. 9. Payment terms and condition. And the last is signature approving the quotation. Thank you.
That's all for our presentation. Sorry if there are any mistake or misspoken from us. Thank you for listening and dadah.